Hello everyone. In this video, we want to look at the selection pane, the group and the align option. Very simple video. So I will just copy my bookmarks and buttons page one more time. And let's call this selection pane. Then we have align and then we have group. Now what happens is that when we have a large number of items on the screen, and I press Ctrl A, then everything gets selected. What if I want the three buttons to become a part of one group? So I can just drag and select, do a right click and then group it like this. Now you notice I can move them together, much easier. Additionally, if I go to view and I select selection, you can see that I can see all the elements on my page. So group one is these three buttons. Then I have the slicer, the line chart and the pie chart. Here you can hide anything for the moment if you want to not show it to the user or while you're creating the report. And you can also change the layer order. That means that if I want to keep my pie chart behind the line chart, which it already is, but if I want to do it the other way around, so I can select my pie chart and you notice I can move it up. So now it comes above the line chart, just like you do it on PowerPoint as well. Do keep in mind that these names are the default names, but you can also double click and change the name if you want. It is a little time consuming, but definitely worth the effort. The other thing I wanted to show you was, let me first ungroup it. Let's say there are three shapes and you want to align it. So I can just drag and select. We can now go to the format option and here we have align, and here I can select align center, and then I can also select align and distribute vertically. A quick way of aligning objects at the same time. On that note, let's also talk about the size. Now sometimes the size of different shapes might be like this. Not correct. So I can just drag and select. In format, we go to the general properties option and here we have the height and the width. So I can just put in the height as 50 and the width as 100. So that's a quick way of making sure that everything is exactly the same. Also, you notice that when I increase the size of this button, the dimensions change obviously, but the aspect ratio also changes. That means that the proportion of the height and the width don't remain the same. But if you select this option called lock aspect ratio, now you notice that the proportion should remain the same, even though I'm not quite able to do that. But I think this is something you can once check on your own, but for some reason it is not working for me at the moment. Other than this, in format, you also have the send backward and the bring forward button. So that's a quick way of doing it, as well as the group button here.